Today, we are diving into a list called Top 10 Signs You're Dating a Narcissist.
Okay.
And hopefully this deep dive will help all of us out there make sense of those icky feelings and those red flags.
Yeah.
Basically, our mission here is to take each of these signs, break them down, so we can all understand what they look like in real life.
Right.
And then maybe we can spot some of these unhealthy patterns before we get too deep.
Exactly. It's not about labeling anyone, right?
All right.
We're just trying to understand some of the behaviors that can be really detrimental to our well-being in relationships.
Absolutely. So let's jump right in with sign number 1.
Okay.
They dominate conversations.
Oh yeah, this one is a classic.
So what does that even actually look like in practice?
Like when you're talking to someone and you just can't get a word in edgewise.
Right.
Or if you do manage to say something, they just immediately bring the focus back to them.
Mm-hmm.
Narcissists just tend to steer every single conversation toward their own experiences or their achievements or just their own opinions.
Right.
And they usually don't show a ton of interest in what you have to say.
It's like you're trying to tell them about your day, and they're like, oh, yeah, well, my day. And then they go off on this whole tangent about how their day was so much more amazing or whatever.
Exactly. They basically make themselves the main character in every story.
It's subtle sometimes, too, but sometimes it's not so subtle.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so sign number 2, they lack empathy.
Ooh, that's a big one.
This feels like a really important one.
Yeah. So if you're dating a narcissist, you might notice that they really struggle to actually understand or share your feelings.
Yeah.
And even when you're going through a really hard time, they just seem totally indifferent or dismissive of your emotions.
The source actually gives an example where you're upset about something, and instead of being supportive, they say, you're too sensitive.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like your feelings are completely invisible to them.
Exactly. And then it makes you wonder how you can actually build a genuine connection with someone who doesn't see things from your perspective.
For sure. Sign number 3 is they love bomb, then ignore.
Oh, the classic love bomb.
That sounds like an emotional roller coaster.
It is. It's like in the beginning, they shower you with all these attention and compliments and gifts.
Right.
And they're texting you all the time.
Yeah.
And they're just making you feel like you've literally found your soulmate.
Right.
But then as soon as they feel like they've kind of got you, they become distant and critical, and sometimes they just disappear altogether.
It's like you go from being put on a pedestal to suddenly being ghosted or just criticized for everything you do.
Exactly.
That's got to be so confusing.
It is. It's totally a manipulation tactic, and it's designed to make you crave that initial validation all over again.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So sign number 4 is they gaslight you.
Oh, this one's a doozy. I feel like this term gets thrown around a lot these days.
Right.
But can you break down for us what it actually looks like in a dating situation?
So it's basically a really manipulative behavior where a narcissist tries to distort your sense of reality.
Okay.
So they might deny things that they said or did,
What?
or they'll accuse you of remembering things wrong.
Oh, wow.
Or sometimes they just straight up lie to your face just to make you question your own sanity and your own memory.
And the goal there isn't just to win an argument.
No.
They actually want to make you question your whole perception of reality.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So by making you doubt yourself, they gain even more control in the relationship.
That's so messed up.
It is.
Okay, sign number 5 is they crave constant admiration.
Oh, yeah, they need that validation.
That sounds exhausting for everyone involved.
It is. A narcissist has this deep need to constantly be praised and admired.
Okay.
They might fish for compliments constantly, or they get visibly upset if they're not the center of attention.
Right.
And their self-esteem is super fragile.
So it's like they need that external validation all the time to prop themselves up.
Totally. It's not about building genuine connections.
Right.
It's about feeding their ego.
Right.
So picture someone who always has to be the funniest person in the room or the smartest person.
Right.
And if someone else gets the attention, they get all sulky and moody.
Okay, sign number 6 is they belittle or criticize you.
This one is just straight up mean.
This one just sounds so undermining to any kind of healthy relationship.
Totally. So a narcissist will put you down constantly. Sometimes they'll do it subtly,
Okay.
with these backhanded compliments.
Right.
Or they frame it as constructive criticism.
Okay.
But over time, this erodes your self-worth, and you start feeling like you need their approval for everything.
It's like they'll say something like, that's a cute outfit for you.
Exactly.
There's always a little dig in there.
It's a way for them to feel superior by making you feel inferior.
Right. Sign number 7, They have a sense of entitlement.
Oh, they definitely think they're special.
What does that actually look like when you're dating someone?
They just expect special treatment everywhere they go.
Okay.
And they get really upset if they don't get it.
Wow.
They basically think that they're superior to other people, and that means they deserve preferential treatment.
So they're the kind of person who cuts in line or demands special favors,
Yes,
and they just think the rules don't apply to them.
exactly. It's a real I deserve this attitude
Right.
without any regard for anyone else.
Okay. Sign number 8 is they're chronically jealous.
Oh, yeah. Prepare for the drama.
Well, this sounds like a recipe for disaster.
It is. So we're not just talking about like normal insecurity here. We're talking about this persistent pattern of completely unfounded jealousy.
Okay.
So a narcissist will constantly accuse you of flirting or cheating.
Right.
And often they're just projecting their own behaviors onto you.
So like they might be super flirtatious with other people
Exactly.
that then turn around and accuse you of looking at someone the wrong way.
Exactly. They're basically terrified of their own insecurities, and they project that onto their partner.
Wow. Sign number 9, they never apologize.
Oh, they never take the blame.
It feels like that's a breakdown of any communication.
It is. Narcissists just really struggle to take responsibility for their actions.
Okay.
So they'll always blame other people for their mistakes.
Right.
Especially you.
So it's always, well, if you hadn't done this, then I wouldn't have done that.
Yep. It's always someone else's fault.
Never their own.
Never.
Wow. And last but not least, sign number 10,
Okay.
they isolate you.
Ooh, this is a big red flag.
This sounds really scary and controlling.
It is. So a narcissist will try to distance you from your friends and your family.
Right.
And they'll try to frame it as like, they just want to spend more quality time with you.
Right.
Or they might say, your loved ones just don't understand your relationship. You might even hear that phrase like, it's us against the world.
Wow. So you slowly start to rely more and more on them
Yeah.
and less on your own support system.
Exactly. And that's a whole point.
Wow. That is a lot to process.
Yeah, it is.
So just to kind of recap quickly,
Okay.
we've gone over 10 signs of dating a narcissist,
Right.
dominating conversations, lack of empathy, the love bombing, and then ignoring, the gaslighting,
Right.
craving constant admiration, belittling or criticizing you, sense of entitlement,
Mm-hmm.
chronic jealousy, never apologizing, and isolating you from everyone else.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. But recognizing those patterns is really huge first step.
It is.
And if any of these signs resonate with your own experiences, it's probably worth taking some time to think about the dynamics in your own relationships.
Yeah, for sure. Think about those patterns. Are there any that you've noticed?
It's definitely given all of us something to think about.